Africa. What three words come to head when you think of Africa? Uneducated, dehydrated, poor. Well, if you do think of these things, you have a bad misconception of Africa. Did you know that Africa has the largest reserve of cocoa, diamonds, and platinum, and boasts over 3,000 ethnic groups and 2,000 languages? But how is it being portrayed? Picture this. I'm sure you've all seen water ads. A kid whose village has no access to water. Let's call this kid Kobe. Kobe must trek 11 kilometers out of his village to get water, which most of the time isn't even clean. How does that make you feel? You probably feel sorry for Kobe and wonder if all African kids are like this. I remember moving to UK from Nigeria and getting questions like, what was it like living in a mud hut? Did you learn English from somewhere else? This view is no different to that of the colonizers who only saw Africa as a dark, uneducated continent. Chocolate. We all like chocolate, Hershey's, dairy milk. But are you aware that most African cocoa farmers, despite working through hard and difficult conditions, receive only 6% of a chocolate bar's value? Do you know what that is? Less than £2 a day. And the reason for this is unfair trading agreements set in place to keep Africa destitute. But let's be honest, guys. We couldn't do without Africa's resources. Take, for example, devices. Raise your hand if you have a device. Phones, iPads, laptops. All of us, right? We use it for chatting, listening to music, or scrolling, which we're all guilty of. But did you know, without a tiny mineral resource, your device wouldn't be able to function? Imagine that. No TikTok videos, no Shein codes, and parents, no way to contact your child. And having a kid like me who gets lost very easily, that will be a nightmare. But we have hope. Africa. Did you know that the cobalt used to make batteries in your phone is found in the DRC? Africa deserves recognition. So, don't mistake our culture for illiteracy, our history for aggression, our differences as ignorance. When you think of Africa in three words, instead of uneducated, dehydrated, or poor, I want you to think of a continent that is indispensable, diverse, and powerful.